Fresh from his trip to Davos, Switzerland, President Marcos said that he had plans for former Social Welfare Secretary in his administration. The work of the former chief at the department was undeniable. Here with us now is the man himself, renowned anchor and broadcaster Erwin Tulfo. Thank you so much for joining us, sir. Welcome to the Manila Times. So many, including the president, recognized your work in DSWD. You were always on the ground when a disaster hit. I saw it for myself. And you were there with the victims until the Commission on Appointments, or CA, got you by a technicality wherein they bypassed you not once, but twice. This December, your love life was even discussed briefly. You left the DSWD shortly after, then Undersecretary Edu Punay took over as officer in charge in the department. But the president said he had big plans for you. So what do you say to this? Do you have anything in mind? And are you still up for the challenge?
Yeah, so long as it has to do with public service, I am always available and ready to help the government. Kasi every day, even though I'm already out of DSWD, there's a lot of people outside our offices, and I'm talking about the AXIA's party list. They just made me again the executive director of their social services division. So I'm handling it for the past weeks now, and helping out people needing assistance, medical assistance, burial, then yung mga going home, and then legal problems. So I'm in charge right now. I don't know, Ezra, but it runs in the blood, in our blood, together with my brothers, helping out people. So yeah, so long as it has something to do with public service, why not?
That's good to hear. Did you love your job as DSWD secretary? Because last year you even bared your 3-year long plan for the department, wherein you wanted to change the way things were done. You wanted to give help quicker to those in need, even talking about a mega youth center for street children and the youth. So why did you leave abruptly?
I because I wasn't I don't want naman na I will have to ika nga pipilitin ko yung sarili ko when in fact that I did not get the confirmation or the nod from the commission and appointments. So I was the one who said na lang to the president, sir, I'll just step down, and did the choice to whoever he wants to replace me. So, and then he told me na sige, just wait lang. Around December, he told me, wait lang, we might have something for you. But then again, so what I did, I'm doing something. So I went back with the AXIA as party list, and I'm helping right now.
Do you have any hunch on what position he'll put you in, sir?
Sabi niya, it's about social services. Nung last kami na mag-usap December, yung last cabinet meeting, sabi ko, if ever, sir, kasi I was the one who told him, sabi ko, sir, and then he said like, well, I'm sorry, hindi ka na-confirm twice. Then he asked me, ano ba talaga ang reason? So I gave him, I said like, sir, everything is okay. I gave him the documents, pati yung mga question about moral turpitude, about my libel cases, which my lawyers already prepared. And we are prepared to answer those just in case in the future if it will come up again. And then the citizenship, I also have the documentation. So we're set actually. Pero ayoko lang, Ezra, na maging pabigat sa Pangulo. So I told him, and then he said like, no, wait lang, we might still need you. That's what he said our last conversation before Christmas. So sabi ko, yes, sir, I'll just be around. Pero sabi ko, if ever, sir, sabi niya, he asked me like, ano sa tingin mo na gusto mong gawin in my administration? So because, sir, it's all about social services. So the other day, he mentioned about social services again, public service.
Do you have any clue what position that will be?
Probably head of an agency, Miss Ezra.
So not even a year has passed, and there were already a lot of changes in the administration. So you weren't the only one who was deposed. Were you disappointed with the proceedings of the Commission on Appointments on your case?
Somewhat. Because, well, the questions that they raised there actually were, kasi on the CA, Ms. Ezra, there's CA people or staff, the secretariat would go around and interview initially those candidates. So like me, they came to my office, the secretariat, and interviewed. So asked me a lot of questions about cases, about how many kids I have, about if I'm an American citizen. I have nothing to lie. So I said, like, this is it. This is what happened. Yes, I have libel cases, but it's already over. And then citizenship, I said I surrendered it. So they already know. They know that. And there's nothing to hide. The thing was like, hindi lang ako prepared because there was no lawyer behind me to answer all those questions by the commission and appointment. Ayun lang nga, parang medyo hindi ako napakinggan. So that was the question. Actually, the first bypass was like, we don't have any more time. Wala na kasi kaming oras. Yun eh. The second bypass was like, yun yung questions. Medyo nagulantang, nabigla lang ako. And then siguro kung may lawyer ako, we could have answered all those questions by the CA. So somewhat. Pero trabaho nila yun eh, to make sure na whoever sits in the high ranking position in the government, syempre dapat straight yung ika nga, yung mga records and all. Ayoko naman maging pabigat sa Pangulo na so give him a chance at ayoko naman na makabangga. Bagamat I believe that the President trusts me, I will give that to the President. Ayoko naman na magkakaroon siya ng conflict with Congress or Senate. Kung sinabi ng Congress like this, alangan ba na mapipilitin niya? So, and we know that there's separation between the executive and legislative. I don't like because of me not being appointed or get the nod of the CA and magkakatampuhan pang executive and legislative. And I'm sure at this very moment, this point, the president needs all the help from the legislative branch.
What were the projects that you started that you would like DSWD to continue?
Actually, we're in the process of cleansing the four-piece program. As a matter of fact, they're doing it now. We're removing around 700,000 from the list and then bringing in new 700,000 members of four-piece. I think they're doing it now. And then second, of course, yung IPs, though, we have a problem with IPs. There's like several millions of our IPs na who are not registered, do not have birth certificates. And that's the reason why hindi sila nakakuha ng mga benefits from the national government. Focus on itong mga IPs, bringing them back home, like the Badjaos. They have no livelihood when they go home in Mindanao or whatever island they came from in Mindanao. So we need to give them a livelihood. They should be enrolled in livelihood programs of DSWD.
The president has plans for you, as he said. But what are your plans, sir? And did you regret taking the position?
No, I did not regret taking that position because I really love working and helping, public service. Ever since I was a broadcast journalist, I always have that segment in my program. Pero ngayon, if given the chance again, and he knows that I told him na I should be around public service, Mr. President, kung maaari. Otherwise, I will just stay dito sa civilian life and help our party list, the AXIS party list.
What's your message to everyone sa inyong mga tagahanga o sa mga umaasa sa DSWD?
Ganun pa rin. I mean, they can still go to DSWD. Akala nila because I'm not there, medyo wala na sila malalapitan. Of course, DSWD has been there kahit na wala pa tayo dyan, kahit na iba yung nakaupo. I encourage them to continue, seek help at DSWD. Magaling naman yung mga naiwan natin na tao doon. If not, then they can always come by and visit me here dito sa compound namin sa AXIS Party List dito sa Quezon City sa Mother Ignacia. It's open 8 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Kung may mga legal issues sila na needed or hindi sila matulungan sa medical nila, burial, because of kulang ang kanilang mga documentations, they can come over and we can help them out, Ms. EZRAH.
Thank you so much, sir. Former DSW Chief, renowned anchor and broadcaster, Erwin Tulfo, maraming salamat po.
Salamat po for inviting me. Good morning po.